What is up, everybody? Hello there. Welcome to Blitz Transmissions. I'm Tommy, and we're back for yet another episode of Blitz Bounties. I know I just did a Blitz Bounties. It's kind of, not the most normal that I have a couple episodes of Blitz Bounties so close to each other here. But yeah, here we are today for another episode of the Blitz Bounties live series. And in today's video, we're going to be going over my pickups from Toyhio, and you might even be able to see a couple of them off to the side here. Toyhio was so much fun. I love going to that toy show. Can't get enough of that show. First, we're going to check in on the chat real quick. We got, obviously, Commander Bly, the power of first. Commander Bly is a channel member as well as an ARC Trooper in the Patreon. Channel members get access to all my reviews early, so a lot of the stuff you're going to see shown off today will be reviewed on the channel. And if you would like all the content early, monthly giveaways, and more, check out the Patreon. Links to both are in the description below. We got Wilbon, host of Monday Night Figure Ball. Great show. Hot Toys Addiction Support Group. Brother, I think I need to apply. Also, make sure to go check out Figure Ball. Their channel's awesome. And Wilbon is also a patron. We have the Max Rebo Experience, who I just saw at Toyhio yesterday. Dolls Addiction Support Group. Real question is whether or not Hot Toys are dolls, I guess. It is another person here who's a channel member and an ARC Trooper in the Patreon. What's going on, Justin Huber? How we doing? Phantom Menace Dennis, who I also saw at Toyhio yesterday. Yeah, dude, I need those addiction support groups. That plastic crack has... as some would say, got me by the balls. We got Wilbon in here. Dude, no, Hot Toys are actually really light. They're not worth it. If your Hot Toy is not minimum 53 pounds, then sorry, dude, not worth the money. Let's see. Could we get a 10th anniversary line for the sequel trilogy? I don't know, Justin Huber. We'll have to see what the year brings. Jonah, what's going on? How we doing? And that looks like that's all everybody in the chat right now. If anybody else wants to chat in, let me know what you think. So Toyhio was quite a journey to get there. Instead of the usual hour and 20 minutes that it takes for me to journey to Toyhio, it took me and my little brother Logan, the cheesy napkin. Yes, I let him out of the dungeon to go with me on this endeavor. It took us 4 hours to get there because my van, my Millennium Falcon of a van, decided to take a piss and overheat. So we're about 45 minutes into the drive, and when I first started the car, I noticed that the heat wasn't working, and I was like, I'm probably low on coolant. And we're about 45 minutes into the drive, and then all of a sudden, I'm watching the temperature gauge creep up and creep up and creep up. And next thing I know, my low coolant light goes on. So I'm like, all right, no problem. We'll pull over to the nearest AutoZone. We pull over. I buy some coolant. I look at my overflows like almost completely empty. So I pour about 3 quarts of the gallon into the overflow. I pour the last quart into the radiator itself. Start the vehicle. Heat's still not working. So I'm thinking, okay, it's probably just some sort of electrical issue or something. And we get on the road because the temperature is regulating. Well, not even 5 minutes down the road, the temperature gauge just shoots up and the low coolant light comes back on. So I pull over into the Walmart that's a mile up the road. And I'm kind of contemplating what I'm going to do now because we're an hour away from home and we're about 30 minutes from Toyhio. I don't know what to do now. So we go back to AutoZone. The van almost explodes on the way back to AutoZone. I take a look under the hood. Well, it looks like I had filled above the max fill line for my coolant overflow. So we had to go back into AutoZone, buy a pump, and siphon out the excess coolant from the overflow and into the radiator. And then after that, I started the car and it was still having issues. So I go back into the store. I buy another gallon of coolant. And I go back and I basically dumped almost the whole thing right into the radiator. And then magically everything was fine. I don't know what happened. I don't know how I never noticed my coolant was so low. Maybe it's because Usually I only drive for like 5 or 10 minutes at a time because usually I'm either going to the store or going to work. So who knows? And then we drove all the way home through what started as a freezing rain, sleet storm into a complete whiteout snowstorm. We made it home, and then as soon as I got home, the temperature gauge started messing up again. So now I'm dealing with a bunch of car issues. Got to take the Millennium Falcon van to my local mechanic tomorrow and see. Hopefully it's a cheap fix, like the thermostat's just broken or something, but we'll see. We'll see. Let's take a look at the chat here. Keep up here. Yeah, I would like to see some Force Awakens figures if you guys are talking about Black Series. That'd be cool. I know Dennis was stressing after our little Bob Evans trip when he was on the way home. I mean, basically, dude. I mean, basically, that's all I got to say. Yeah, that's all I'm ever doing. Okay. Toyhio pickups. So obviously it's a Toyhio toy show. There will be a vlog coming out, if not tomorrow, then the next day on the channel, showing off the whole experience. Dude, that is, yeah, I own Empire Strikes Back. I actually got to a point when we were driving back in this like complete whiteout, like, dude, visibility was literally like 20 feet. And I got to a point, I looked over at Logan and I said, dude, this is literally every Star Wars story ever. The ship is breaking down. We have to pull over at these random ports. You know, we get to where we're going. And yeah, it was, I mean, I got to say, though, it was fun. Obviously, Toyhio is always fun. So without further ado, let's get right into the pickups. No, because what Cheesy would say is instead of letting me know that something's wrong with the van, he would just go, the van went skibbity, and then the van would just break down. So, yeah. Oh, definitely. The napkin's never coming out of the dungeon for this, you know? See, you were going 45, 50. I was going, I call it 60 and praying is the speed that I was driving at. So we'll get into the pickups here. So the first thing I picked up was actually, and I'm going to get this out of the way first because I know it's going to probably dip the viewers because you guys are here for Star Wars, but I bought a Marvel Legends. I bought the retro-carded Amazing Spider-Man. So I already opened him up because obviously I'm not going to review this on the channel because it's not a Star Wars figure. But here's Spider-Man. This, the reason I bought this Spider-Man is because when I was a kid, my local newspaper had like a deal with Marvel Comics. And if you paid like I don't remember, it was like $1 or $2 a month with the Sunday paper, they would send you a Spider-Man comic. And it started with the very first Amazing Spider-Man figure. So more so than Tobey Maguire or Andrew Garfield or, you know, Tom Holland or whoever, more so than any of those live action Spider-Men, this is my Spider-Man. So to find this at Toyhio was great because, you know, when it initially came out, I didn't buy it. And I think it's a great figure. It's got the cool butterfly joints. And really, for me, this is the only Spider-Man that I'll ever want or need. So I'm still trying to figure out how the web wings work because when I was a kid, I had some Spider-Man pajamas that had the web wings, like little armpit web wings. But yeah, super stoked about this guy. Very cool. And I have a little collection on my dresser of like just main characters from some of my favorite stuff growing up. And so I'm happy to have my favorite Spider-Man now on there. 80s kid from the 90s. What's going on, 80s kid? It is in Girard, Ohio, which is honestly probably close to the eastern side of Ohio. But yeah, Girard, Ohio is where that toy show takes place. And yes, I agree. The Spider-Man is a great figure. I really enjoyed it. Marvel Legends not allowed. Yeah, don't worry. That's the only non-Star Wars pickup today. So I guess I'll just show off little by little here. We'll get to the big honking thing at the end here. But first thing I got for my collection was, if you guys don't know, I'm a huge geek for the 2003 Clone Wars series. So I found a Mon Calamari Warrior 3 3/4 figure from the Legacy collection. This came out in 2008. So this guy is from the 2003 Clone Wars. The Build-A-Droid piece has been removed already, but I didn't care. I'm not buying it for that. It's going to get staying on card, hung up on the wall anyway. I'm not looking to complete the droid. Super excited about this one. It's a character that I don't have yet in any packaging variant. So, and he's got some nice soft goods going on, some cool sculpt work. The weapons are neat. And this is from the Shirtless Kit Fisto episode of 03 Clone Wars. I got this from Alpha Omega Collectibles. Shout out to Matt and Matt, father and son, Crazy Mike and Brandon. Those guys are always at Toyhio. Those guys are awesome. Love those guys. So that got this. Very cool pickup. Happy to add this. This will make number 8 on that collection. So pretty stoked for that to be number 8 for that collection. Let's see. We got... So usually I keep like a list on my phone, whether it's just like I've been trying to slowly build like a Google Sheet that I can open up on my phone that has pictures of everything too. But I have a general idea of the stuff I'm looking for when I go to these shows. But this one in particular, I really was just looking for like whatever, caught my eye clearly from this ridiculous thing I brought home. I have Roran Korab is his name. I have him in the 30th anniversary packaging with the little collectible coins that they all came with. And then 80s Kid Toyhio is a toy show that only gets wrestling guests. They do only pro wrestling. This one was a little bit of a smaller one. They only had 3. I think the one over the summer is their biggest one because in the summer I think they have like 10 or 12 different wrestlers that come. It's a great time. I mean, there's like well over 100 vendors. It's a really cool show. And you can go like 2 or 3 rounds. We got Wilbon based Toyhio. Yeah, it's cool. They only had like 3 wrestlers this time, but the wrestlers are always super cool. None of them are in like caves or anything. They're like right out on the floor, so you can like take pictures of them as you walk by. Same kind of vibes as ICC-Con in that way. Speaking of ICC-Con, my next 2 pickups are from are 4 figures I'm going to get autographed at ICC-Con. Dude, the next one they do, it'll either be the one in like June or July. I think they do one, and then they do one in October every year. I'll send you the poster as they reveal guests, because there's one of them is super big every year. I want to say it's the summertime one. They literally get like 10 or 12 professional wrestlers. It's pretty damn cool. Yeah, dude, I talk about Toyhio and ICC-Con so interchangeably. I could totally understand being confused there. So the first one I got for $5, I got my Taunwee Star Wars Saga Attack of the Clones figure from 2002. And $5 for this, you can't really go wrong. The card obviously is not in, pristine shape, but this is more so for me, especially with Rena Owen being the guest that got announced for ICC-Con this year on my show, my channel. I was like, oh, dude, I have to make sure I get this figure. So I was happy to find this in good condition, like the bubble's in good condition. The most of the card is in good condition. It's really just some minor little dings on the corners here, but who cares about that? It's going to go in a protector forever anyway. So we got dead. Tonwee's dead. As she got murked in the Bad Batch by, I want to say it was Cad Bane, right? Not Fennec Shand. It was one of the 2 for sure. We got that. And then I found this, another $5 pickup. I got the Dura Steel Mando Vintage Collection figure. I'm going to get this signed by Brendan Wayne at ICC-Con this year. And for $5, you can't go wrong with a minty TVC figure. The bubble's in perfect condition. The card actually is crispy too. It's a little bit like warped, but it's not bent or cracked or anything. So we're going to be able to get this signed by Brendan Wayne. So that's two autographs down. And I'm also going to be getting Watto and Sebulba, but I already have the things I wanted to get signed from them. So good to be caught up with the things I want to get autographed this year. Now this next one's like really, really special to me. This is one of those that I saw it, and this was totally an impulse buy. It is from 1999 from the Hasbro's Phantom Menace line. The 12-inch Boss Nass doll. It's the OG Hot Toys, guys. No, this is more like Warm Toys. Look at how, I don't know if you guys can see on the camera. Look how bad the paint on his eyes are. Dude, what's he got going on? What has he got going on? Those eyes are horrible. I was like, dude, and he's got all the soft goods and all the printing and everything. I think this has been opened before, but since it has packaging still, I was like, oh, I gotta get this. Do you guys think I should review this and make this a recurring like mascot on the channel, or do you guys think that I should just leave him in the box here? What do you guys think? Yeah, he does. There is a striking resemblance between the two, Bly. The hot doll, yeah. Warm Toys. Yeah, let me know what you guys think in the chat if you think I should review this and make him. I might even bring him to ICC Con. This might be. Yeah, it looks like I'm already getting a couple yeses in the chat. Yeah, I might make. I might make this Boss Nass doll a recurring thing on the channel here. But yeah, I was so happy to get this. He's such a stupid, goofy character. There was one guy, he had like almost the whole set. He had like Watto, Sebulba, all the 12-inch figures. Yeah. Bring him to ICCC. Dude, I don't trust what people that I would give this guy to would do with him. That's the problem. I don't trust it. Everyone keeping him on adventures. Would be cool though. Would be cool. Yeah, such a stupid little doll, but I was like, oh my god, had to pick that up. I love Boss Nass. He goes, I mean, with this, the way his eyes are, it's like, you be needing a LASIK surgery. You giving me a LASIK surgery, or you being punished. Oh, dude. Yeah, I think I had some of them when I was a kid, and my dad like passed them down to me. Stupid dolls, little silly, goofy odd dolls. And then I also betrayed everything that I know and love, and I, after just doing nothing but just take a piss on Vale's Toy Store forever, I technically have held to it still, my thing. Because I have not bought directly from Vale's on AliExpress, but I had to pick up not one, but two. There's one guy that always has Vale's clones, and he had the Vale's Rancor Battalion ARF troopers. Obviously, Blitz's battalion is the Rancor Battalion. These guys show up in the Clone Wars. They're on the 2023 knockoff clone sculpt. So I had to pick them up because eventually I am going to get a custom Commander Blitz in the 6-inch scale. So I wanted to have at least two of these guys. Might get a third later on if I find them at another show. And Vale's slop. Smells like paint thinner. Smells like chemicals. Smells like nothing good. I literally, this one smells like burnt rubber. This is awful. I think the lifespan of a sweatshop Vale's slop worker is probably like approximately 72 hours. But yeah, I did get two of them. They're cool enough. I mean, got a good deal on them. Can never go wrong with some Rancor Battalion stuff with how few and far between it is. Then this next couple things I got from, he's in the chat, the Max Rebo Experience, James. He opened this up a while ago, and James, I need to PayPal you for this, so shoot me a text and remind me. He opened up the newest Micro Galaxy Squadron set, and he found himself Dirge with the swoop bike from the 2003 Clone Wars. It's pretty damn cool. So he sent it to me, and he was like, what do I owe, basically? It's like, sweet, can't wait. What's going on, Sith Lord? I'm just doing my pickups from Toyhio. This will be available for the replay if you want to check out some of the other stuff I showed off, but we're getting to the big one next here. I'm gonna knock off Jim. Oh man. But yeah, so I was very excited to get this. Shout out to James for giving this to me. I gotta hit you up on the PayPal. And then he also, for $1, He texted me a long time ago. Dude, look at this hoodie. Look at the design on this hoodie. This Darth Vader hoodie. Come on, man. He's like, anybody want this? It's not my size. And I was like, for $1? I don't care if it's not my size. I'll take it. So got my hands on this cool hoodie. Very excited about it. And then I got to give a shout out to James again for giving me the sticker, Adelphi Base National Park, the Adelphi base for Carson Teva and his Adelphi Rangers, the Mandalorian. Very cool stuff. And then he also gave me for his son's race car number, some 54 stickers. Shout out to Titanozilla77 on Instagram, James's son. I got his race car number as some stickers now. Very, very cool. And then we're going to talk about the big one. It came! The big one. If anyone knows that reference, let me know. If you're an old OG Pixar fan, you'll know that reference. Let's see. Catch up on the chat here. I agree, Justin. It'd be very cool to get some OG ARF troopers in the actual Black Series because they wouldn't smell like paint thinner and burnt rubber. And Justin knew. Toy Story. Brother, you knew. When Sid opens the rocket. Yeah. Toy Story is one of my favorite movies when I was a kid. So I got this. This is my big pickup for Toyhio. It's definitely not something... Wilbon got it too. There we go. Yeah. This was not something I ever was expecting to pick up at Toyhio. However, I saw it, and it's gigantic. There it is. The Hot Toys Durasteel Mando and Blurg set. Dude, this thing is gigantic. It's heavy, too. I usually wait to open things like this. So before I want to review them on the channel first, get really my first impressions. However, I'm going to cheat and I'm going to not follow that. I'm going to show off the Blurg. This set is over $500 on Sideshow. However, I think that the dude selling it was, shout out to, by the way, Tony, from Robot Zero Comics. I have his business card. I thought I did somewhere over here. But anyway, it's in Geneva, Ohio. Robot Zero Comics. I can't, here it is. Here's his card. Robot Zero Comics. They buy comic and toy collections and things like that. Here's the art, dude. Check this out. There's the art that goes on the box there. How cool is that? Yeah, pretty neat. Yeah, so they I think he was just trying to get rid of it. I mean, it takes up so much real estate. I got such a heavy discount on this, and it was definitely less than I would ever find it for online. So, he told me that he got it. I think he got it for free from a friend of his who actually, I guess this particular copy, lightweight. If it's this weight, it needs to be $25. If it's a little bit heavier, it needs to jump up to the next price range. Honestly, dude, I don't understand why SHF and Mofex figures are so expensive because they feel lighter than Black Series in some cases. So honestly, imports, those need to be a little cheaper. Now I'm starting to think about it. Be a little cheaper, Hot Toys Narcan, dude. I might need it, brother. But yeah, so this particular copy was actually sent by Sideshow to a guy who reviews figures for the Bleeding Cool website. And then the guy who was reviewing it, basically was like, I don't want it. And gave it to Tony. And that's how Tony ended up with it. And Tony ended up hitting me up with a good deal at Toyhio. So I don't know if Hendrix, he might already have this because Hendrix is a crackhead when it comes to this stuff. So, yeah, here's the Mando again. I'll show him again here. Here's the Mando. Yeah, this will be the only Mando I ever get in Hot Toys. There's just something about that Durasteel Mando, and I like what Jonah said about Black Series too. I would love a new Durasteel Mando. Something about this original design. He only has it for a couple episodes, but man, is it just really cool. You really can't go wrong with it. I am going to just show off like I said, I usually don't open stuff on stream, and I find myself in a position where I just needed to open this, and there are pieces of plastic. Oh my God. There's plastic flying everywhere here. Let's see. Just wait till you see the Blurg, dude. Just wait till you see the Blurg. Yeah, dude. Yeah. All that effort that I went through, the 4 hours it took me. Oh my. I was gonna put this on the floor, but I think my dog will be so freaked out by it. Look at the size. Look, as Luke Skywalker says, look at the size of that thing. Look at that. Dude, this thing it's got like glass eyes, which are insane. It's got I think that was what people complained about, was that the jaw doesn't articulate. Wow. This thing's huge. This is my head next to it here. You want me to give him a kiss? You ready? Look at this dude. Big old hunk of vinyl. That's what I could say. This is almost the same material that like Funko Pops are made out of. And that's just to keep it light, even though it's still freaking heavy. He's got some pegs in the feet because there's a giant terrain piece that he comes with so that he'll balance. What? It is Wedge that says that. I was just making sure you knew. You're a fake fan. Yeah. Look at this. Look at this. And obviously, if it was actually worth it, it'd be more expensive, according to some people. But yeah, this thing is just a piece of art here. And this will honestly, I think that reviewing this will be great practice for when the Hot Toys ATRT, which is shipping soon for me, comes in from Sideshow. It'll be good practice for something of this volume, of this size. And having it in hand now... This thing is ridiculous. It's a piranha with legs and a tail. You guys are bringing up a good point. It's beautiful. Yeah. Oh, she's beautiful. That is Luke Skywalker line. I will say that. But yeah, dude, check the sucker out, man. How cool is that? Can't wait to get Mando posed up on here. Yeah, just saying, Wilbon. If it was blue, I'd buy it, but I want a blue one. I don't want a green one. I want a blue one. Black Series needs to do this, dude. I know TVC just got the Blurg, but if Black Series gets a Blurg, as Queel says, a Blurg mount. Yeah, they need to make that a mask. Yeah, I think honestly he'll get scared of it. Honestly, after the stream, I'm gonna bring it downstairs and see how he reacts. You're right. Black Series collectors, if the Blurg isn't $5, and honestly, if it's not 75 pounds, it's an automatic pass for most Black Series collectors. I have spoken. I am smoking. As Queel says when he dies. That was actually his emote when he died was I am smoking. But yeah, guys, so that pretty much wraps up the Toyhio pickups. We got the Marvel Legends Amazing Spider-Man, the OG Spider-Man figure. We got 2 of the Vale's Slop Store Rancor Battalion ARF Troopers. Shout out to Max Rebo Experience James. Got the Micro Galaxy Dirge on the swoop bike. Got this Moncala 3 3/4 figure. This giant hot toy with the Mando. We got a hoodie, some 3 3/4 figures that I'll get signed at ICC Con with Ton Wee and Mando, and some other goodies as well, including that Boss Nass doll. But yeah, Kitty O'Neill, what's going on? CRISPR, what is CRISPR? Am I missing something? Can't wait till we can make these. Is that like a 3D printing thing that I don't know about? Yeah. $40 for 2 $25 figures? Hasbro's out of their mind. I gotta say, dude, that's one thing, and it makes me sad because Hot Toys gets a lot of stuff. Like, if Hot Toys can do it and people are buying it, I think that Black Series should do it too, because Black Series is a smaller scale. Genetic engineering. That's funny. See, I'm a little slow. I'm running on very small amounts of sleep right now. But yeah, guys, look at this thing. I think Black Series should be able to do it, but Wilbon and I have been joking about it in the chat pretty much a whole stream now. I don't know why there's such a problem. Black Series collectors are all bark and no bite. They're so willing to, say, I want, we need. And then when stuff gets dropped and it's over that $24.99, they're just like, I'm out. Too expensive. So who knows? It's probably the most frustrating thing as someone that still pretty heavily collects Black Series. I'm getting a workout. This dude's like at least, honestly, he's probably 10 or 15 pounds. This Blurg is, but he's awesome. I'm so excited to get him posed up in the room. Yeah, but Ross exclusive Blurg, dude. Space Dinos, easy money. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much my Toyhio haul for this time around. The next Toyhio is going to be in June or July, I think I want to say. It's sometime in the summer, and that's like their biggest one that they do. And with that, definitely as I'm ending this stream here, again, if you want to vote on out of all this stuff, I'll post a big picture with this stuff and the Black Series Big Bad Toy Store Blitz Bounties I did the other day. I'll post a picture of all the stuff, and if you're an ARC Trooper in my Patreon, you get to vote on what you want to see reviewed first. I'll share that in our exclusive Patreon Discord channel, and I will share it on Patreon tonight, if not tomorrow. But yeah, you guys will get to vote on what gets reviewed first. And then if you are an ARC Trooper in my Patreon, or if you are a Rancor Battalion channel member on YouTube, you will get to see all the reviews early before they go public on all the stuff that I end up opening and reviewing. Links to both of those are in the description below, as well as links to the Discord and my Instagram, X, all that good stuff too. Anything before we get out of here? Commander Bly has a very important statement to make. Did you know that Commander Doom is an homage to Dr. Doom from Marvel? That's actually a little treat for us real fans, Hey, thanks, Wilbon. Thank you. Yes, I did hit 700 subs. We're on our way. Like I said on the last Blitz Bounty stream the other day, my goal right now is to hit 1,000 subscribers before ICC-Con in May. I think we can do it. I've got some really good stuff cooking up here, and I'm really excited. Hey, man, maybe I will give away the Blurg. I am doing a Hot Toys giveaway for my Patreon in December. So maybe this will be the thing I give away. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm very humbled to have hit 700 subscribers within a year of starting my channel. I think this month, honestly, I think is, 6 months since I started the channel? Because I started it back in August of 2024. So, yeah, 6 months we're going on since I started the channel, and we've just been soaring. So, pretty awesome. I'm going to go hang out with my Blurg and get ready for work. He's gonna scratch my back in the shower here. So, guys, thanks for watching the stream. Make sure to go check out Out of the Basement's Lazy Sunday live stream that they're doing today, and make sure to go check out Monday Night Figure Ball. They're going to be on tomorrow night, and I will be on tomorrow night with the next episode of Sarlacc Digest's Toy Chest show. So make sure to go check out all my friends that I just mentioned. Out of the Basement today, Sarlacc Digest, and Monday Night Figure Ball tomorrow. Make sure to go check them all out, or you're a loser. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed the stream, and we'll catch you guys all for the next one, and may the Force be with you. I've spoken.
Breaking off. All units, fire at will. 1, 2, pick a target. Too many, Captain. Watch your stabilizer, Gold 6. Anybody cover me. I got 2 vultures on my tail. You've got to hold them here. Watch your left. I can't shake them. I'm hit. Where's our reinforcements?